gon' talk about it. Let's talk about it. Get in here, we in here tonight. So get in here, we in here to vibe.
Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Good morning. Is it still morning? Oh, yeah. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? She said, I'm at number 2, by the way. It's the 999. Not quite yet. Hey, everybody. Y'all come on in. Come on in. How's everybody doing? Let me know, let me know, let me know. How's everybody doing on this fine Monday morning? So I want to give y'all an update because I know some of y'all are in my inbox and sending prayers, and I thank you for your prayers. I really do. But it was canceled, and I did not know that. And so I found out today that it's actually canceled and changed to the 30th. Okay. So we go to court on the 30th. Was canceled. And I just found out today. But good thing I found out before I drove a whole freaking hour. You know what I mean? Before I drove a whole hour. Good thing I found out. You know what I mean? So it was canceled and changed to the 30th. Okay. So we're going to get at this thing again. She said, I'm at work doing good. Are you doing good? Good, 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 good. She said, what you mean not quite? Because we didn't have court today, y'all. I ain't find out till a few minutes ago. She said it's nerve-wracking. Not really, because it's a waste of time. It's a fraudulent charge case, and it will not go nowhere. I promise you it won't. I promise you it won't. She said, who was you going to court with? Wide nose. Wide nose. She said Bree didn't have court either. Oh, I don't think Bree court date today. Wait a minute, which court date you talking about? For who? Look, we got all these damn court cases. You know, this is my 5th court case. This is my 5th court case from the same group of people. 5 people from the same group of people. 5 different people from the same group of people have filed charges against me. 3 has been dropped. We on our last 2, you guys. On our last 2. This don't make no damn sense. 5 people from the same group. And I guess every last one, I'm like, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to bring it down. I'm going to stop her check. I'm going to stop that 8,000 because I'm jealous and I'm mad and I'm going to bring her down and I'm going to shut her up and I'm going to stop that. I'm going to stop that check, y'all. It's going to be me. It's going to be me. No, 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 it's going to be me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Okay. Name one of them going to do it. All right. Name one. Name one. 5 charges from the same group of people. It sounds like conspiracy to me, huh? Sounds like conspiracy to me. She said, hey, they calling folks police, but they the ones pressing charges. Exactly, Camille. Exactly, baby. 5 people from the same group of cowards, because that's what they are. They start shit, and then they start shit with you, nitpick, 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 nitpick. You know what I'm saying? Poke, 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 poke. Then when you light fire to their ass, saying, oh my God, I'm calling the police. Hell no, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. Hell no, I'm calling the police. Cowards. They come out here and do the most on social media. And then all of a sudden, when you light fire under their ass, when you light them up or whatever, you know what I'm saying? With your words, all of a sudden they want to go run to the courts and waste the court's time. That's exactly what they do. They run to the courts and waste the court's time, and mine too. But that's what they're trying to do. They know they can't win. Let me tell you something. They know 100% that they don't have a case. They know they can't win. They just want to waste my time. That's why you hear them saying shit like, you didn't even go to court, because they want me to waste my time going to court. That's what it is. 5 different people from the same team have filed frivolous charges against me. 5 people, frivolous charges. 5 people, frivolous charges. 3 dismissed. Nobody have been able to stick these frivolous false charges on me yet. Okay? All of it is a bunch of bullshit, to be honest with you. It's just a bunch of bullshit. So anyway, she said RH is doing the same thing to Bree. Yep, trying to waste her time. He over there now live looking like a M, thinking he gonna keep people from watching you. Ugh. Who? Oh, you talking about well, we have 2 different support groups. You understand what I'm saying? Like, he got his people, I got mine. So his people can, if they in my chat, they can go head on and go listen to, you know, Pan Stuffer. You know what I'm saying? So we share 2 different supporters. Two different supporters. We don't have the same supporters, you know? All because they mad, all because, let me tell you what this is about right quick. And this ain't gonna be no long live. No, seriously, this is not gonna be a long live. All of this, you guys, is because 51 content creators came out in the defense of a man, and I came out in the defense of a woman. They wanted to break her so bad that they wanted to break her supporters. Okay. So that's why they came after me. Okay. You remember when I got up on that jockey panel, they called me a bitch or whatever. And I was like, what? Is that how we talk to each other? Like, I'm sitting up here trying to tell them that ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? Y'all need to get up off her because ain't nobody perfect. Like, why come after the woman so hard like they was doing or whatever? That pin your coffee link. All right, I'm gonna pin it. Y'all gonna give me a morning Joe? Let me get my coffee link right quick. I ain't think about it. But anyway, so hold on, let me pin it right quick. So they so I was in defense of the wife, and they were in defense of the husband. And just little old me, they couldn't break me or get me off the internet, right? Because they couldn't get me off the internet, they mad. They mad. But I will say this, though. I am going to say something. Y'all know how I do. Hold on one second. Let me pin this thing right quick before we get out. Hold on one second. Let me pin it. If y'all want to buy me a cup of coffee, y'all feel free. I appreciate anything y'all do. So she said they can get charged for conspiracy. They need to be honest with you. She said, Amora be like, this is not going to be a long live. No, I'm not going to be on for 4 hours for real, y'all. Seriously. But listen, though, seriously, what I was about to say. So I came out in defense of the wife. They came out in defense of the husband, and they're mad because they wanted to silence me. And they still do. They still want to silence me. They want to silence me. But I want to say this, though. I did listen to one of them, and I hate to even give her any credit because I do not like her, but I am going to give her credit. I'm going to give her credit because y'all know that's how I do. Upper, I ain't even going to call her by her disrespectful name that I have for her, but Upper, I should call her by her disrespectful name because she still misgenders me and call me out my name, huh? Mm-hmm. But anyway, Upper got up on the panel, on the wide back panel, and made sense, right? She said, y'all blog on what y'all want to blog on and let them blog on what they want to blog on. Stop going back and forth. Just drop it, right? She was like, you know, y'all should be able to blog on whatever you want to blog on, right? So the thing about that is she's right. She's right. We should be able to blog on whatever we want to blog on. But let me tell you who wasn't trying to hear her. Amber. Amber was not trying to hear that. Thank you so much, Kwani, for my first cup of coffee this morning. I appreciate you, baby. I need it too, child. I need that coffee too, honey. She said that's why they all keep going live and making posts trying to get you to say or do something to incriminate yourself. That's info from their supporters. Okay, thank you, but it ain't gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. So listen, she wasn't trying to hear that. So you can tell that Upper is not trying to be in like the messy part, right? Because when she starts showing one of our supporters photos, because that's what she does, Amber, a big back, wide back, you know. Upper said, let me get down. Don't think that we don't peep that. Don't think that we know that you don't want to be involved with that. Upper does not want to be involved with the harassing the supporters. Well, I don't know, because somebody said she went after Candy the other day. I don't know. Y'all show me that though. Show it to me. I didn't hear it, but somebody said she went after Candy, which she got the wrong person. But anyway, let's continue. So, but it sounded like she does not want to be involved in that mess, the messy mess, that, you know, the back and forth, the cussing each other out type shit. It sounds like she wants to be able to do content and move on. But guess who don't? Guess who don't? It's 3 of them over there that's keeping up shit. I don't think they would ever move on, especially Amber. I do not believe that Amber will move on. And the reason being is because let me tell you why Amber won't move on, y'all. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Let me tell you why Amber won't move on. Amber won't move on because Amber will have to actually perform. She will actually have to do some content, and she will have to perform, which means that she will be competing with the people on her side. We don't compete over here. We support. We don't compete. Okay. But she will realize that her content will get drowned out because she really do not have what it takes to be a content creator. I'm just going to be honest. Okay. She don't have it. She's too bothered by other people. She's too obsessed with other people. She just do not have it. Now, her sister, in my opinion, I believe that she could be a good content creator if she picked the right topics. If she moved away from the drama and picked the right topics like reality TV shows and stuff like that, I honestly believe that she could do a great job, Alexis. But Amber cannot. I'm just going to be honest with you. Amber doesn't have what it takes to be a good content creator. One, because she doesn't make any sense when she's doing her content, to be honest with you. She just be, reading. She don't know the story, don't know what's going on or whatever the case may be. Just be reading shit just right off of, off the news channel or whatever. She don't know. She don't comprehend. She don't know what's going on. She just really don't. She looked up on the Zaria or whatever the name of that little girl that got passed away or whatever case. She looked up on that case, but she should have stayed. She probably would have learned something by now, but she was too messy to stay. She couldn't find none of the colored children. The kids gone, forever gone. They ain't gonna be found or whatever. How you gonna change your channel to missing colored girls, but you just a big old messy person, a messy back, a messy boots. That's all she is messy, messy, messy. She wasn't looking for no color girl. But the thing about it is she was actually making numbers and making money on that story. But that's not what she wanted. And let me tell you something. Her supporters wanted that for her. Her supporters was like, oh, no, forget them. Don't say nothing to them. Please, please, please stick to the color girls. Stick to the color girls. She don't know how to do that. She like, y'all, fuck them color girls. I want to argue with her. Because she going places and I want to ride her coattail and I want to ride with her. Fuck them color girls. So that's why she stopped. And let me tell you something. Don't think for one moment. She stopped blogging on the color girls and she lost supporters. Now, some of the same supporters that used to come over there all the time and frequent her page are no longer with her. Some of them then went on and probably in a whole nother sector. They just left. They gone. They ain't entertaining her foolishness like that. They know that she's messy, messy, and she ain't going nowhere on this internet, but right here, messy, messy. That's it. That's all. Messy, messy. Messy, messy. She said, I hate to tell you that Amber's going to file another lawsuit on you when she come to Texas. She said, LaTanya, no, she's not. I bet you $1,000 she won't, okay? She has no lawsuit. She has no lawsuit whatsoever. She could take that lawsuit and shove it up her ass just like the other lawsuits, okay? She doesn't have a lawsuit on me. She can kiss it where it don't shine, okay? How somebody gonna file a lawsuit on you that stalk and harass you every goddamn day? How somebody gonna do that? How somebody gonna file a lawsuit on you, but they stalk the dog shit out of you? Come on, make it make sense. So anyway, don't come over here with that foolishness, please, and thank you. So anyway, exactly, knee deep. You hit it on the nose. So it's a few of them over there that's keeping up this shit, and they're gonna continue to do it because that's all they know. Somebody told them, whoever told them, hey, you can make a couple of pocket change, some AutoZone money or some shit like that or whatever, so you can get your oil changes if you go back and forth and do this beefing shit. This is thug shit, okay? Hood rat, crack eating shit. You hear me? Only crack eaters and people that neglect their kids do shit like this. Stalk you, put your family up, pictures up, or whatever. As if, who gives a fuck at this point, right? Who gives a fuck? And then a lot of their people, oh, she struck my page. She struck my page. Every strike you get tell you who struck your page. Don't you know that if I would have struck the page, they would have posted it, that they would put it up. They would actually put it up and say, this person struck your page. They just liars, just cold-blooded liars, point blank, period, liars. Okay. Anyway, she said that's laughable. Charges from a stalker. Exactly. charges from my stalker. Can you imagine my stalker? My stalker is wanting to file a charge against me. Can you imagine that for a second? Can you imagine that for a second? Yeah. But anyway, but like I said, they won't get nowhere. They won't get nowhere. They didn't come out here to be no content creator. They're not content creators. They came out here to talk crap. That's it. Because that's all they know how to do is talk crap. Okay. They don't know how to break down no story. They don't have no story to break down here. They need to break down their own story. They need to listen, they really need to break down their own story for real, for real. Thank you, Rita M. Appreciate you. She said, I'm convinced that they want you to show up for court because they are really fans and want to see you. I think so too. I think they want my autograph. You think that's what it is? Hey, Neo babes, what's going on, honey? She copied everything you do. She does. She copied everything I do. Everything. You hear me? Everything I do. Makes no damn sense whatsoever. So anyway, like I said, this is absolutely ridiculous, you know? So she said, hell no, that's why people should ignore the foolish talk. Yeah, you're right. But it's hard to ignore certain things. But you know what? I know that they're trying to grow their page, especially the fix my, Ayana couldn't fix her damn life. She really trying to grow her page so bad, so bad, so bad. She really trying to grow her page. Hey, T, what's going on, honey? She said, write them more. They need to tell their own story. They really do need to tell their own story. Oh, girl, they really do need to tell their own story. You hear me? She said, the obsession for you is real. I know, raw truth. It is so real. You hear me? It is so real. Both of them get mad when they can't go back and forth with you. Guess what they do? They go put your supporters up in their videos. Then they go and dig up old photos of your family members and put them in your videos. And all that is weak shit. Weak. I'm talking about some weak shit. You hear me? And the reason why it's weak is because they can't get to you. They so mad and so bothered that they can't get to you. They want to get to me. Okay? That's why they do what they do. They trying to get to me and they can't get to me. It's nothing they can do to get to me. Not a damn thing. Not a damn thing. You think putting a cancer picture up that I put on social media gonna bother me? Girl, have fun. Have fun with it, baby. Change the color of my scab. I don't give a fuck. Make it yellow. Make it blue. Make it pink. Make it green. I don't give a fuck, baby. That's behind me. Them days are behind me. Baby, I thank God I'm alive. How many of you guys have suffered from cancer or have a family member that suffered from cancer? Raise your hand in the chat. If you or a family member or a friend has suffered from cancer and lost all their hair, raise your hand in the chat. Raise your hand in the chat. And the reason why I'm asking, because I can almost guarantee majority of us are going to raise our hand. Because it might not be you, but it may have been your mother, your grandmother, your aunt, your sister, your daddy, your brother, your neighbor. You understand what I'm saying? Your sister, your child. You understand what I'm saying? So a lot of people have been affected by cancer. So what they don't understand is the fact that they're doing that, they're going to piss off some people in their chat because guess what? I survived. And I'm not saying it in no boastful way, but I survived. A lot of their family members, and I'm sure a lot of y'all did not survive. You understand what I'm saying? So it shits on the people that didn't survive from it. So I guarantee you some of their supporters is not going over well with them. So go off, do what they do. It doesn't bother me. And let me explain why it don't bother me. That's a part of my life that I cannot take away. It's going to always be a part of my life. I suffered from breast cancer when I was 36 years old, 36, and God spared my life. And I am still here at 52 years old. I got breast cancer at 36 and had 10 surgeries after that. Baby, I'm here. I'm here, especially when the doctor told me I had triple negative breast cancer, which is a very aggressive breast cancer, okay? If you know, you know. If you know, you know. A very aggressive breast cancer. And I'm here. I lost 4 friends from the same type of cancer. Not just breast cancer, but the same triple negative, okay? Same triple negative. I lost 4 people that I know, 4 friends, and I'm still here. So all I'm saying is, baby, that's going to be a part of my life, but that don't make me who I am. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not ashamed of what I went through. I'm not ashamed of anything that I went through. I'm talking about being adopted. I'm talking about going through cancer. I'm talking about being 2-time divorcee. Girl, I'm not ashamed of any of that. And if they think they can, and listen, let me tell you something else I'm not ashamed of. I'm not ashamed of my hair. I'm not ashamed of my face. I'm not ashamed of my color like some people are. I'm not ashamed of my toes. I'm not ashamed of my feet, my ankle. Nothing on my body am I ashamed of. I embrace all of it. They just better pray that they can reach the age 52 and be just as happy as I am, okay? Happy and content as I am, okay? Listen, just because they haven't suffered through cancer now, don't mean that they won't. And this is not me wishing it on them at all, right? Because I don't wish it on nobody. Baby, unless you done been through it, raise your hand if you done been through it. Raise your hand if you are a survivor. And it don't have to be breast cancer. It could be lung cancer. Well, any type of cancer. I don't even know if you can survive lung cancer. But raise your hand if you have survived a cancer. Thank you so much, Tinkerbell. I appreciate you. She says, here's to surviving, y'all, to survival. Thank you so very much, baby. Appreciate you. Okay, so I see some hands raised that survived cancer. Okay. I see some hands. So you know what? Listen, and I'm not saying you're going to get it, right? I'm not saying that, right? But you may, okay? You may get it. Their relative may get it, right? Their mom, their dad, their aunts, their grandmoms, their uncles, their siblings, their sister, well, that's the sibling, their child, they may get it. So listen, be careful. Just be careful, okay? But I don't know nobody. Now, I don't know. Y'all may know different. I don't know nobody that's afraid of their cancer photo. No, baby, that's a badge of honor. Do you want to know why? When I look at that picture, I see a fighter, honey, baby, because I fought. I actually did fight through cancer, okay? I fought. I absolutely fought, baby. 6 months of chemotherapy and 30 rounds of radiation, baby. You better know it, okay? And 10 surgeries and 2 blood transfusions, baby. I fought, okay? I fought. So I'm happy to be here. Every time I look at that picture, baby, I see bravery. I see strength, okay? They see bald head. They see dark complexion because when I was going through chemo, yes, I got very, very dark. I was on steroids, so my face became very puffy and round. And yes, I lost all my hair. You know what I'm saying? But hey, cancer sucks. You know what I'm saying? It sucks. So trust me when I tell you, that doesn't make me shame to see that. I see bravery. I absolutely see bravery, baby, because I made it through. Okay. So they want to talk about my bald head. Listen, I pray in the mighty name of Jesus that it don't happen to them because, baby, that ain't what they want. That ain't what they want right there. Listen, everybody can't do it. Everybody can't do it. Yeah, I had to wear a wig. I didn't like it, but I had to go to my son's basic training graduation. I wasn't going to go in there bald headed. You know what I'm saying? So I put a wig on. I did what I had to do, baby. I still worked and everything. Well, sort of kind of my husband say I did, but you know, I was in uniform or whatever, a certain part of it anyway. But baby, listen, all I'm saying is that I'm not ashamed of none of those pictures that they putting up. It's me, baby. It's me. Keep posting them. I don't care. I don't care. That doesn't bother me. That don't bother me. Okay? Okay? All right? So anyway, she said they suffering already, so they wouldn't endure what you've been through. No, they wouldn't be able to do it. They would not be able to do it, baby, honey. Let me tell you something. Anybody that has survived, she said, I survived. Thank you. Good girl. Listen, for everybody that has survived, thank God, okay? Because, baby, I know you had a tough road ahead of you. If you survived cancer, hey, thank God, seriously. Because I know how it is. I know it's tough. I know it's tough. I know it's days when you struggle to get up and go to the bathroom, you ain't even got the energy to go to the bathroom, okay? My husband was taking a video of me one day. I was slow dragging all the way. Well, he wasn't even my husband then. We was just engaged. But I was slow dragging all the way to the bathroom. It felt like I had to run a mile just to get to the bathroom, and the bathroom was in my room. So trust me. So just thank God if you have survived. Thank God. And for those that didn't survive, the ones that fought a good fight, baby, listen, they in a better place because, honey, this ain't what you want right here. It's definitely not what you want. Okay. She said, I feel like that now. Are you going through it now, Kwani? Let me know. She said, there's no shame in surviving. My brother didn't make it. Bless you, bless you, bless you. See, that's what I'm talking about. Thank you, Camille, for saying there's no shame in surviving. And so sorry to hear about your brother. But listen, that's what I'm talking about right there. Everybody don't make it. Everybody don't make it, you know? Sometimes God be like, look, I ain't through with you yet here on earth. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes God need them in heaven, you know? So, you know, sorry that your brother didn't make it, but yeah, that's what I'm saying. So the fact that they want to go over there and laugh at bald head pictures, listen, that's hair, baby. Hair falls out and hair grows back. Do you understand what I'm saying? Hair falls out and hair grows back. Trust me. My hair, I'm gonna be honest with you, my hair don't mean nothing to me. Ever since I lost my hair from cancer, it doesn't mean nothing to me. I can have it or not. And when I say it don't mean nothing to me, I'm saying like I don't obsess over my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type of person that I can get up in the morning and if I don't want to, I can shave my whole head right now. You know? Wait a minute. What she said, read Break Room's comment. Where's your comment, Break Room? Hold on. She said, you even kicked cancer's ass. This saga is no match for you. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I kicked cancer's ass. I damn sure did. You hear me? I did. I absolutely did, baby. I was a young patient. When I was sitting there getting my infusions, you know, you have to sit in this room and you get your infusions. It'd be a whole bunch of people in there. And majority of them are elderly people. I was a young person getting infusion. You know, I wasn't young, and I wasn't no child, but you know what I'm saying? And the nurses and everything used to ask me, how old are you? How old are you? And I would tell them I'm 36 years old. They was like, oh my God, just 36. They was just like, wow, like 36, you know? But yep, I was 36 years old, baby. 36 and 37. Going through this, 36 and 37. Baby, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I will say I did abide by the doctor's orders. I told the doctor, tell me what you suggest, and I'm doing it. And because you know, they ask you for your advice. They say, what you want to do? Do you want to do this or you want to do this? And I said, what do you think? You know, what do you suggest? And he gave me a suggestion and I rolled with the punches. I rolled with the punches, honey. I listened to my doctor, follow doctor's orders. He said, no stressing. I said, no stressing, you know? So, and that's another thing. We all have cancer cells in our bodies. You understand what I'm saying? And stress actually is not good for it. It actually can make those, they're dormant right now, but it can make them come alive, wake up in your body from stressing too much. That's why I laugh a lot. That's why I don't be trying to stress, you know? I laugh because I'm not about to stress myself out for nothing. Hey, TC, baby. I'm not about to stress myself out, get all worried. See, if those photos bother me, I would be all worried, biting my nails and shit like, oh my God, they're posting me all over social media. They have my bald-headed cancer picture going all around. Girl, whatever, baby. That's strength, honey. Somebody else going to see it and they're going to be like, damn, she survived. That's strength. That's strength. You hear me? That's strength right there. They spreading strength, you know? She said, I lost my baby cousin to breast cancer at the age of 30. Damn, that's young, Tammy B. Damn, that's young. Wow. So sorry to hear that, Tammy. Damn, that's young. That's young. He will say she's praying for all that are battling. Exactly. You know, they got a young lady on their team right now that's going through cancer. How do you think that she's gonna feel? Because baby, if she has to do the chemo therapy, child hair is gonna fall out too. And let me tell you something about chemo, just in case y'all don't know. Your hair actually don't fall all the way out, okay? So your hair falls out in bald spots. I know a lot of people think you just lose all your hair. Actually, the reason why you cut your hair is because it comes out in chunks, in bald spots. and you actually look sicker with the bald spots. So the reason why people elect to go ahead and cut off all their hair is so they won't have the bald spots. You know what I'm saying? So like it was a morning when I got up and I had my what do you call that thing? My do-rag. It wasn't a do-rag, it was like a not a do-rag, but like a bonnet or whatever. Not a bonnet, but a thing that you tie around your hair. I can't even, a head wrap. So I took my head wrap off and a big chunk of my hair came out with it. You know what I mean? And I'm like, what the freak or whatever. So then I put my hand up in my hair and then it just started coming out like little patches just coming out in my hand. It was just coming out. And I was like, oh shit, it actually made me look worse. And so my husband was like, wow, babe, like, dang, that, you actually look sicker like this. And he was like, let me just go ahead and cut it all off. Okay. So he cut it off because it was patchy. Okay. Now I'm not saying it wouldn't have all fell out later on, but the initial is just bald spots. It's just a bunch of bald spots all over your head. It just looked like maybe you put some bad type of chemical in your hair and it just started coming out in patches. And it actually make you look crazy. And so I didn't want to go through that. So my husband just shaved it all off because it was patchy. I actually had thick, beautiful hair before then and had thick, beautiful hair afterwards. But it just got hot because when I had my full hysterectomy, I started having hot flashes and shit. And I was just like, man, I can't do this hair thing. And that is why I wear my hair short. I can grow hair if I want to. So anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, I don't obsess over my hair. I'm not that type that, need hair to feel pretty. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I don't need that to feel pretty. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that. So you know what made me feel pretty, to be honest with you? When I get out the damn shower, I feel pretty. You hear me? Taking a shower made me feel pretty. I'm like, I get out the shower like, ooh, wait. It just feels so good getting out the damn shower. I think some people need to do that. Just get in the damn shower, instead of slapping a wig on, just go take a shower. Getting out the shower made me feel pretty. But anyway, I lost my eyebrows, eyelashes, and my nail bed turned dark. Yeah, me too, Tracy. Glad you survived it, baby. But me too. I lost my eyebrows. I lost my eyelashes. And just like you said, my nail, not just the bed, but my nails turned black. And some of them fell off. Well, actually, they fell off my toes because my toenails turned black and my fingernails turned black. But some of the nails came off my toes. And it made the inside of my hand black. It looked like I smoked. You know what I'm saying? So it does, and it turns your face really, really dark, like really, really dark. I was really, really dark and puffy because I had to, I was on those steroids or whatever. She said, Amor, there's a picture of you sitting in a salon chair and your hair was past your shoulder. Baby, my hair, and that was my real hair too. No weave, no wigs. The only time I've ever worn a wig is either one when I was playing, like when I was down in Orlando, if I'm playing or whatever, and I don't wear it, I just put it on and maybe goof around. Or when I went to, twice actually. So when I went to my son, basic training graduation, he was graduating from the Army boot camp, basic training. And then it was another time. I think it was, we went somewhere. Was it a award? Maybe it was a award show. I can't remember what it was, but it was twice while I was going through cancer. But other than that, I don't wear wigs, y'all. I don't know. I don't wear lace fronts. I've never had, So I've never had sewn in or anything like that, weave. The only thing that I've ever had, if you want to call it weave, is you remember back in the day when we used to wear a French roll? We used to wear a French roll, and my beautician wanted my French roll to look very, very full. And she would take like a little ball of hair and ball it up or whatever, and she would put it in my French roll. And then braids, of course, when I got braids in my hair, that was fake. But other than that, your girl don't do wigs, weave, and none of that stuff. I don't do that. I never got into it. I never felt like I needed it, you know. She said my close cousin passed at 45 from breast cancer, leaving her husband and children. I have been terrified myself. It's no laughing matter. Dang, sorry to hear that, Rita. Sorry to hear that, Rita. She said, yes, love the French roll and finger waves. Yes, girl. I used to have them French rolls, girl. She was thick as water hair in there and like do her little magic or whatever. And girl, my hair used to be the bomb. You hear me? So anyway, I mean, cancer ain't nothing to play with. And I just pray that they don't never have to endure it because baby, it's a motherfucker. You hear me? I'm talking about a motherfucker. I mean, it's days when I actually felt like an alien. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh my God, it just you feel like you transform, you know, you lose your hair and then I have no breasts or whatever, you know, before I had my reconstruction surgery, my chest was flat like a boy. And oh my God, my face was round and puffy. And I was just like, oh my God, I was looking at myself in the mirror and be like, what? But you know what? I just started smiling more because I'm like, you know what? God gonna give me another chance. Let me just, you know what I mean? So I just start smiling more and just start living my day like, hey, it might be my last day. So if it's gonna be my last day, I'm gonna go out laughing. Stay tuned. We holding her more down and putting her a wig on in October. She want me to wear wigs so bad. I mean, so bad, baby. So bad. She said, yep, my beautician did the same thing with my French roll. Yes, girl. So you already know, baby. She said French rolls and waterfalls. Okay, I sure did have the waterfalls. I sure did have the waterfalls, baby. I sure did. She said black seed oil helped a lot. We go through as women. Read up on it. Yeah, I did hear of black seed oil, but you know, I did, but I can't do too much or whatever. But black seed oil may be safe or whatever because it sounds like it's natural. But I have to be careful with what I'm putting in me and on me or whatever because you know, I had that triple negative, which means that you know it wasn't estrogen, it wasn't. I think estrogen hormone is the same thing. But anyway, I had the triple negative, meaning that if I take extra estrogen or whatever, I may, you know, it may come back. So I gotta be careful. She said it was hell watching them through it. So I can just imagine how the person felt that actually going through it themselves. Yes. Yes. But you know what? To be honest, I don't know. Watching somebody go through it might be worse than going through it. Because I remember my husband told me that before. He was like, you know, people that like caretakers and stuff, they need to go get counseling too because they watch their loved ones. You know, my husband used to tell me, he used to say, babe, I always saw you as this strong woman. Like you were so strong. And he said, and when you went through your cancer, I saw you weak. I saw you weak. I saw you in need. You know what I mean? He saw me at my weakest. My weakest, baby. I needed help putting a shirt on. You hear me? Because I had both my breasts removed at the same time. So he was just like, it hurt him to see me weak when he used to seeing me so strong. You got to think, Jay met me downrange. You know what I mean? So, you know, he was just like, dang, it hurt so much to see you so weak, you know? So your willpower is everything or more. My mother had cancer twice and beat both of them. Yay. She's 82 years old now and don't look like what she's been through. Breast cancer, then 2 years later, kidney cancer. But God, baby. Sherry, yes. 82. She survived both of them. That's good. Yeah, I lost my mom, my biological mother. I lost her from cancer as well, breast cancer as well. My biological mother died when she was, oh, damn, shit, I almost forgot. She was, damn, how old was she? I need to ask my sister, but I think my dad was 59, so she was in her 30s. God dang, I forgot. No, hold on. She was 48. She wasn't 30, she was 48. Was she 48 or 38? No, she was 48. She was 48. Yeah. 47 or 48. Hell, I forgot. But she was 47 or 48. And my biological father died when he was 59. So I lost both my parents to cancer. Both my parents died from cancer. She said, I was a mess seeing my brother get so small. He was so positive. I held his hand to his last breath, and he didn't let go until I promised him we'll be okay. Oh wow. Damn, Camille. Sorry to hear about your brother, hun. Is this who you just sent me a picture of? Damn, he young. I'm 34. Damn, she said he was 34 years old. Oh wow. He had a head full of hair. Sure did. Yes, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Damn. Like, what type of cancer did he have? He did have a head full of hair. Did he keep his hair while he was going through treatment? He got a head full of hair. Shoot, he got more hair than some of these women. I was gonna ask you, can I post it? But girl, you know it's gonna be on somebody's it'll be on somebody's short, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to do that to you. They're gonna pass it around and stuff. You know how they do. She said, I watched my mother suffer with breast cancer and she lost the battle. It was so hard caring for her without breaking down. Oh my goodness, Mika. So sorry to hear that, baby girl. I'm so sorry to hear that. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Rest in peace, mama. Rest in peace. Rest in peace. Hey, Bocamoso, how you doing, babe? I got your message. And that's why I was coming on here to say that they changed the date. It's on the 30th. But thank you for the prayers, babe. Appreciate you. I had a cousin who died from breast cancer. Wow, Lisa. Sorry to hear that, honey. My daddy passed from lung cancer. Dang. Sorry to hear that, baby. Sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that. That's what I'm saying. Cancer affects a lot of people. That's one of the things. That's one of the diseases that we suffer from. I mean, there's a lot of them, but cancer is one that, in most cases, it will affect everybody's family. It may not be you. It may not be your mama. It may not be your grandmama, but it just seems like everybody's family has somebody that has either survived it or passed away from it. You know what I'm saying? They either survived it or passed away from it. So cancer is not, we back in the day we used to look at it like, oh, you may only have known one or two people that have passed away or have suffered through cancer or survived cancer. But these days, it's every family, it seems. And it may not be like in that house, but it might be your sister or your sister-in-law, or you know what I mean? But it's definitely in the family. She said prostate cancer is rampant in the African American community. So many patients think if they don't address it, it won't happen. Wow. And you know what? With that being said, I think that, a lot of people don't take their health serious. You know what I'm saying? And what I mean by that is like, they don't go to the doctor until like something is really, really wrong, until they really, really need to. They really, really hurting. And I just think that you shouldn't do that. Go get your annuals. You know what I mean? Get your annuals, your biannuals, however long, your doctor have you on, but go get your annuals. Don't wait until you start being in pain or, it get too late. You know what I'm saying? So go get checked up. You know what I mean? Go to the doctor. It could be a matter of life and death, My mother and my daddy is a cancer survivor. Mother had ovarian and dad had prostate. Wow. 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 I bet they take care of each other too, don't they? Wow. That's crazy. I mean, but they both survived. So that's great. Good news. He had coma. He had what? Hold on. Let me see. Oh, it's a bone cancer. It's a form of bone cancer. He kept his hair to the end. Oh, wow, he did. Osteosarcoma. Oh, wow. How you say that? Osteosarcoma. I've never heard of that, but bone cancer, I heard. I had a friend that, well, it was really breast cancer, but it came back in her bones. But whatever cancer it originated as, how you say it? Osteosarcoma. Oh, osteosarcoma. Oh, okay. When you split it up like that, it made it better. But when you have cancer and it comes back in another area, they always go stick to the first cancer that you had. So she had breast cancer and then she ended up with bone cancer. And she said it hurt so bad, but she ended up passing away because she said it hurt so bad to where they had to like keep her sedated, you know, because bone cancer is in your bones. I heard it hurt. More your survival story is truly inspiring. Thank you so much, Rachel Ray. Appreciate you, love. Appreciate you. She said, I lost so many family members from cancer. Plus, I work in healthcare and I see people suffering daily. Oh, wow, chocolate mess. Dang, girl, you see a lot. Sorry to hear that, honey. You see a lot. She said, after she said that, she turned around and proceeded to dog you and Candy out, shaking my head. She still ain't shit. Oh, she must be behind in the chat. She said, I get a wellness check every year. I email my doctor and request lab orders every 3 to 4 months. Things change daily, so I always want to know how my labs are looking and compare what has changed from the last time. I'm surprised they order from you that often, but I mean, if you go to a private doctor, they will. But we have to stick within a certain uh, network, and they're not going to allow us to get blood work like that. But that's pretty good if you can stay on top of it. You know what I mean? She said treatment for cancer can also lead to secondary cancer years later. Oh, treatment for cancer? You mean in the chemo? It probably can because it eats other parts of your body away. You know what I mean? She said, more, can you see my comments? Yes, I can see your comments, Ryan. Raya. She's going straight to hell. We live a short life. That's exactly. I reported her to her probation officer. Oh, you did? Oh, wow. She said, I lost my mom to lung cancer and she never smoked. Oh, wow. Damn. To lung cancer and she never smoked? Wow. Sorry to hear that, Michelle. Damn. I thought you had to have, I thought you had to smoke. Thank you, M. Stummerfield. Unfortunately, my dad passed away last year. We think it had something to do with the radiation because he had growth in his head and he had to keep getting radiation treatments. Oh, wow. Damn, sorry to hear that, Latricia. See, that's what I'm talking about, though. It's too many people out here, and it ain't just on our side. You know what I'm. When I say our side, you know what I'm talking about. But it's just not here. Trust me when I tell you, it hits home to a lot of people. A lot of people, baby. A lot of people. She said we are living in some trying times. People need to be careful on how they mock others that went through any type of hardship. God will humble them, baby. I pray against it, baby. And the reason why I say that is because, baby, I don't wish this on nobody. You hear me? Nobody. I don't wish it on nobody. I don't wish it on nobody. I'm gonna tell you, going through cancer also is a mental thing. You know what I'm saying? It could absolutely mess with your mental. So they'll tell you too. They'll say, you're gonna have a bunch of ups and downs. You might be extremely happy, and then all of a sudden you get extremely depressed. I'm talking about real depressed because you start thinking about like, God dang it. Especially if you're a person like me and don't like people taking care of you. Or I used to be like that. I ain't like that no more. But I used to be. I didn't want nobody to take care of me. I wanted to do it on my own. But baby, I got a way. He got a way of letting us know, honey. I wanted you to take care of yourself. I would have put you in your own world. You know what I'm saying? It would have been a whole bunch of worlds out here. But he gave us, put us all in this world for us to take care of each other. So anyway, I'm not like that no more. I'm not. I used to be. I don't want nobody to take care of me, but I'm not like that. Chemo is designed to kill the bad and the good cells. Sure is, Candy. Bad and the good cells. The goal is to create new immune system and build you back up so your body can continue to fight. Yes, ma'am. The good and the bad cells, which means your good cells, you might lose your teeth, you might lose your fingernails, you might lose your hair. So your good cells, it damages, those as well. It kills those too. Baby, I was like, ooh wee. She said we can call out a person's wrongdoing all day, but to mock a cancer patient is just wrong on so many levels. Let me tell you something, Ashley. The reason why they did it because they thought me being bald headed was gonna make their audience laugh. But baby, let me tell you something. I don't give no damns. You hear me? Matter of fact, in the next couple of days, I'm gonna go to the barber and get my hair cut short, and dye it. You hear me? Baby, I'm gonna be short, but shorty this whole summer. You hear me? I'm gonna start doing different colors in my hair, and I'm gonna cut it really, really short. Being bald head does not bother me. My hair, I'm telling you, I do not obsess over hair. Some people obsess over hair. That has, well, I ain't gonna say ain't never been me. It was a time when I used to love my hair, but I'm definitely not like that no more. I'm definitely not like that no more. But it was a time that, ooh, baby, I used to love my hair. She said, God loves you more, and you are a strong woman. My mom had stage 4 cancer. Oh, wow, stage 4. Wow, dang. Dang, that's rough. That's tough. But thank you, the finest. Is she still alive or she passed away, the finest? Stage 4 is, but I know somebody that have stage 4 and they survived for a good little while. So she said, I would love to see any of them without wigs on. Girl, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it. She said, Amor, would you ever try the honey blonde color? Ooh, honey blonde. Yeah, I would. To be honest with you, I would try any color. Blue, yellow, green. You know, I'm retired. So you have to know that when we were in the military, we weren't allowed to do any of that stuff. So like, girl, I went and got yellow fingernail polish yesterday. You hear me? And I think it was, I can't remember, it was QC or somebody. It was like, oh, you stepping outside the box. I am. I used to be so plain Jane, y'all. I'm trying to step it up a little bit, just a little bit. I used to be so plain Jane. So plain Jane. Blue, black, and brown. Blue, black, and brown. That's what I used to wear all the time. Blue, black, and brown. I used to be real plain Jane. Shoot. When I was in the military, it was woo, child. But I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. Oh, she's alive. Nice. Okay, she's alive and 75 now. But my mother, but my mother's sister didn't make it from breast cancer. Oh, okay. But your mama made it. I mean, that's good. I mean, not saying it, you know, her sister passing away is a good thing. You know, God rest her soul, but your mother made it. Okay, cool. Colon cancer has increased in African American men aged 28 through 40. Colonoscopies checks are important. Do you know what? Let me tell you what the doctor just told me. Y'all know I just went to the doctor last week. The doctor told me they stopped testing, they stopped doing the colonoscopies now unless they detected. How did she tell me? She said they send you home with like this little kit. Do y'all know what I'm talking about? I hope it don't sound disgusting, but they send you home with this little kit that you have to, you know, do what you do and mail it in. And that's how they check now. They don't do the she told me they don't do the colonoscopies no more. Not at that clinic, you know. So anyway. Some women are purposely cutting their hair off and rocking a bald head. Nothing is wrong with it. Sinead O'Connor rocked it back in the 80s and 90s. How you say her name? Sinead. But listen, I mean, you got to be a confident woman to do something like that. Everybody can't do that. Hey, Platinum, everybody cannot do that. Some people cannot do that at all. But some people are confident in themselves and they will do it. But some people won't. Suffering from cancer is going through chemo, radiation, weaknesses, loss of hair, etc. If you had surgery and was fine afterwards, you did not suffer from cancer. Hey, suffering is the word, right? Suffer. She said, yes, she made it. She had to get her lymph nodes removed. She had 2 surgeries. Yep. I got 16 lymph nodes removed. That's why I have lymphedema problems, you know. When they be saying things like, oh, your ankles are swelling, this and the other. My if you're a nurse, raise your hand. If you are a nurse, raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you are a nurse or a doctor. A nurse or a doctor. So I had 16 lymph nodes removed from underneath my right armpit. So because of that, I do have lymphedema issues and I have to get lymphedema massages, but I got lazy. And she said, yes, I heard of that, Amora. Yes, I got lazy and I stopped getting my lymphatic massages and I just had to start back, period. Okay, so when I don't get my lymphatic massages, I will swell up. Okay. So if you're a nurse, you know what I'm talking about. I have lymphedema. I had 16 lymph nodes taken. Now mine is not a very aggressive lymphedema, and I'm happy about that. But nevertheless, I still have it. I still have it. You know. She said one myth is radiation make you sick. It actually does not make you sick. It makes you weak. Radiation zaps all your damn energy. You hear me? I mean, it make you weak as shit. Chemo make you weak too. They both make you weak. But no, radiation didn't make me sick. You know, I'm already a dark skinned woman. Y'all already know that. So they can't tell how much man-made sun that they put on me. So because of that, you know, on the white people or the lighter skinned people, they could tell because your areas start turning very red. Well, because I'm dark, you can barely see it. And so I got burned the fuck out of there. Like that radiation burnt me because they weren't able to see how much, you know, like how it was affecting my skin because I was dark. And it burned the shit out of me. Like, oh my God, it burned the shit out of me. Oftentimes, lymph nodes are removed in cancer because it's a connective roadmap through the body. Yes. So mine, okay, so when I had oh yeah, Glenn right there, she's a cancer survivor as well. Hey, Glenn. So my cancer had traveled outside of the margin. You know, if you, when they remove a certain portion of your body for cancer purposes or whatever, and mine was my breast, they go take it to a, what do you call it, a lab, and a pathologist read it or whatever. But anyway, mine had traveled outside of the off the margin. So and because it traveled outside and it got some had gotten underneath my arms. So they had to take 16 lymph nodes. So they took 16 lymph nodes. She said Iran has just launched 6 missiles at the U.S. military in Qatar. Oh my goodness. I know my husband probably up there on the edge of his chair. She said, was a nurse for 30 years until my recent diagnosis. Oh, wow. 30 years is a long time. Are you okay, Jamaica? Are you okay? She said, wow. And to think the dummies were making jokes on that. They don't know. They do not know. They don't know no better. They don't know no better. They'll do anything, to be honest with you. I mean, I I believe they would do anything to try to get up under my skin. I'm talking about anything, but they just can't. And I'm sorry to inform them, they just can't. They have to mean something to me in order to get up under my skin. You know what I mean? Like they literally would have to mean something to me. And I'm sorry, but they don't. They don't. She said lymph nodes removal is done after a sentinel biopsy that is positive for cancer. They took my lymph nodes while they at the same time. Well, no, wait, no, they didn't. So I had a lumpectomy first, and then I had a lumpectomy, and then I had a double mastectomy. So during the lumpectomy, when they took the lump out and they found that it had traveled outside of the margin, that's when they decided to take both breasts and the lymph nodes at the same time. So thank you so much, Yasmin. She said Spady just made some loud noise. Oh, Yasmin. Oh, just made some loud noise with this $30 tip. Here's some more money towards your massage queen. Go get it. Yes, thank you so much. Because baby, yes, so I have to do that. I'm probably gonna have to do that for the rest of my life, lymphatic massages. But there are some massage therapists that will just cater directly to those patients with lymphatic problems. You know what I mean? And they do nothing but lymphatic massages. So if you're thinking about being a massage therapist, try to specialize in that. And you could probably get hired by a doctor's office or oncologist or something. She said you had bilateral prostatic breast mastectomy. I don't know what that word means, but I had bilateral double mastectomy. Yeah, I did. Both my breasts was removed, but I had reconstruction. So my breasts, they built back. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I have an implant, but this is my skin over it. You know what I'm saying? I know people be Then I take my titties off and put them on the dresser. That is so not true. So crazy. No, they don't move. My breasts, they don't move. They don't say. They don't say. My breasts, they don't say. They don't say. Yeah, no. But it is what it is. I have lung cancer. Oh, you have what? You have? Oh, you have a lung disease. Oh, girl, I read too fast. I have lung disease, rheumatoid, and lupus because I'm on two. They took me off 2 years ago. Oh wow. Dang, prayers going up to you, baby. You got rheumatoid. Ooh, baby. Damn, girl. I know you be in some pain over there, don't you? Yeah, everybody send one up for our girl, Jamaica, and anybody else in this chat that needs some prayer, you know. Send one up, send one up, send one up. We cut up, we do, but we also love on each other over here as well. She said, I survived cancer 3 times and I am a 3 times. Damn, you somebody usually 3 time cancer survivor. Wow. Girl, it's meant for you to be here, girl. It's meant for you to be here. But congratulations on surviving. Yes, so y'all, I'm not about to stay on here. I'm about to get off because I got some things to do today. But listen, thank y'all for peeping y'all head in. She said, I know autoimmune disease doesn't make it easy. Oh yeah. Yeah, it doesn't make it easy. So, but thank y'all for peeping y'all head in. I just want to let y'all know that court is postponed basically until June. Is it June 30th? Yeah, June 30th. June 30. So we'll see. We'll see. But anyway, and also listen, them pictures does not bother me, not one damn bit. You understand what I'm saying? Not one damn bit. All right. She said US Air Base just tactical talk. I'm about to go start watching it right now. I will hit the replay. I'm packing to catch my flight. Girl, you look like you're having too much fun. Oh my goodness, girl, you look like you're having too much fun. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. That's right, Jamaica. But God. But anyway, let me thank y'all right quick for these super stickers. Popeye's chicken. That's my girl. Hey, girl. Thank you so much. Kayshawn, yesterday was so boring without you. Girl, I needed a break, though. I told hubby, I went to the nail shop and, I baked a cake. And yeah, I need some time with the boo thing. I needed some time. But thank you, Kayshawn. Jamaica, that's why they all keep going live and making posts trying to get you to say something. Oh, yeah, I read that one. Yeah. Yeah, nope, they're not smarter than me. Thank you, Tinkerbell. Thank you so much. And Mika Meek, thank you for being a member for 20 months. Thank you, Rachel Ray. Appreciate that love. And M. Stubblefield. Thank you so much. Yes. And thank you, ladies, for sending me a Coca-Cola or coffee. I probably both every now and again, but let me tell you who you are. Yasmin, thank you so very much. She said this is for your massage. I appreciate that. $30 in coffees. Thank you. Rita M, thank you so very much. I'm convinced that's what they want to show up to court because they are really fans. Oh, yeah. They are fans. They really fans. They're going to ask my autograph. And who is this? Hold on. Oh yeah, Kwani. Thank you so much, Kwani. Thank you. And the last one is, well, who is this? This don't even show. Not even the email. It looked like Naquan. Anyway, but thank y'all so very much. I do appreciate y'all for coming through. And I'm gonna catch y'all later. I will be back later. So probably maybe like 6 or 7 my time. So I'll be back 6 or 7 Central. Okay. All right, y'all hit that thumbs up button on the way out and listen. Go love on your loved ones, okay? Because baby, they might be here today and gone tomorrow. So go love on your loved ones. Tell them you love them. If you're in an argument with your significant other, call them up on the phone. Vice versa, whatever. If he call you, talk to him. So anyway, love on your kids. Oh, wait a minute. My big sis Glenn. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. She just made some very, very, very loud noise up in here, y'all. Yes, baby. Yes. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the sponsor for this live is our girl Tinkerbell. Tinkerbell. Thank you so much, Tinkers. Appreciate you for your support always and your friendship. You know, I done made some friends. Y'all my friends and my supporters. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some sister friends. You give me some sister friends. But anyway, I'm going to come back on later. I'm going to talk to y'all later. Run it back if you just coming in. Love y'all so very much. Hit that thumbs up. Talk to you later. Bye.
Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down one of our names.
Jay! She kept talking about
We
that
got these
family.
hoes over there. About
She kept
bad.
talking about that family. She kept talking
Internet
about that
gangsters.
family. She kept talking about that family. She kept talking about that family. That family. She kept talking about that family. Talking about that family.
These motherfuckers don't be wanting to listen on damn body. Because they can't make $1 without mentioning down